much longer, do you?
No.
I'm practically off right now. No! Don't touch me. It's not very healthy. Gotta do it all by yourself. God, I'm so wobbly. I don't know what made me so nervous. Do you see a wartime play in that calendar?
Yeah?
That's where I started from. This is the farthest I've ever gone with the ones falling off. I mean, it would be if I managed to stick to the next telephone pole. Oh, here I go!
Hurt yourself?
Skinned my knee a little. Glad I didn't put my silk stockings on.
Spit on it. It takes the sting away.
I know.
That's animal medicine. They always leave their wounds.
Well, the principal damage was done to my bracelet, I guess. I'm not good at the diamonds, though. Where did it go?
You might never find it.
I don't know. It had a lot of shine.
But it wasn't a genuine diamond.
And how do you know?
You just imagine it. If it was, you wouldn't be walking along the railroad track like a benedicto.
I won't be so sure. I might be peculiar or something. You can never tell. What's your name?
Tom,
Mine's Lily, both are boys' names.
how did that happen?
Well, I was expected to be a boy, but I wasn't. They had a girl already, Alva. She's my sister. Why ain't you in school?
I thought it was going to be windy, so I could fly my kite.
What made you think that? It's winter.
Because the sky is so white.
Is that a sign?
Yeah?
I know. It looks like everything has been swept with a broom, don't it?
Uh-huh.
It's white, perfectly white. It's a clean piece of paper.
Yeah?
But there isn't any wind.
Mm-mm.
It's way up high for us to feel it. It's way, way up in the attic, sweeping the dust off the furniture up there.
Uh-huh. Why ain't you at school?
I quit 2 years ago this winter.
What grade was you in?
5A.
Miss Preston?
Yeah, she used to think my hands were dirty until I explained the cinders from the railroad track.
She's pretty strict.
Oh no, she's just disappointed because she didn't get married. Probably never had the opportunity for a thing. So now she has to teach 5A for the rest of her natural life. They started teaching algebra and I didn't give a goddamn what I stood for. So I quit.
You will never get an education walking along the railroad tracks.
Well, you don't get flying a kite neither. Besides,
What?
what a girl needs to get along is social training. I learned that from my sister, Alva. She had a wonderful popularity with the railroad man.
Train engineers?
Engineers, fireman, conductor, even the flight superintendent. We used to run a boarding house with a railroad man, and she was, I guess you might say, the main attraction. Beautiful? Jesus, she looked like a movie star.
Your sister?
Yeah, one of them used to bring her regular after each one. A great big enormous red silk box of assorted chocolates and candies and hard nuts. Marvelous!
Yeah.
Do you know where Alva is now?
Memphis?
Nah,
New Orleans?
nah.
St. Louis?
You'll never guess.
Where's she then?
The Barn Orchard.
What?
Barn Orchard Cemetery Graveyard. Don't you speak English?
Sure, that's pretty tough.
You don't know the half of it, buddy. We used to have some old time in the big yellow house.
I bet you did.
Musical instruments playing all the time.
What kind of instruments?
Piano, Ricciola, Hawaiian steel guitar. Everyone used to play on something, but now it's awful quiet. You don't hear a sound from there, do you?
No. Is it empty?
Except for me. They've got a sign stuck up there.
What does it say?
This property is condemned.
What happened? Where did everyone go?
Well, Mama ran off with the brakeman of CNEI, and after that, everything ran to pieces. You hear that whistle? That's the Cannibal Express, the fastest thing I've seen between St. Louis, New Orleans, and Memphis. My old man got to drinking.
Where is he now?
Disappeared. I guess I ought to refer his case to the Bureau of Missing Persons, the same as he done with Mama when she disappeared. Then there was me and Alva, till Alva's lungs got affected. Did you see Greta Garbo and Camille? It played a Delta summer one time last spring. She had the same what Alva died of, lung infection. Only it was very beautiful the way she had it. You know, violins playing, loads of white flowers, and all of her lovers coming back in a beautiful scene. But Alva's all disappeared. Like rats from sinking ship. That's how she used to describe it. Oh, it wasn't like death in the movies.
It wasn't?
Where's Albert? Where's Clarence? She used to ask me. None of them were around. I used to lie to her. I say, they're coming to see me tomorrow. Where's Mr. Johnson? He was the flight superintendent, the most important character we ever had in our rooming house. He's been transferred to Granada, I told her. Best wishes to be remembered. But she knew I was lying.
She did?
This year is the payoff, she said. They all ran out on me like rats from sinking ship. Except Sydney.
Who's Sydney?
The one that used to bring her great big box of American Beauty chocolates. He remained faithful to her, but she never really did care for Sydney much. She said his teeth were decayed, so he didn't smell good.
Oh, for God's sake.
And it wasn't like that in the movies. When somebody died in the movies, they play violin.
But not for Alba.
Not even a goddamn Victrola. They said it didn't agree with the hospital regulations. Always singing around the house.
Alba?
Yeah, throwing enormous parties and dances. This was her favorite number. You're the only star in my blue heaven, and you're shining just for me. These are her quotes I've got on, inherited all from her. Everything, Alba, is mine, except her solid gold beads.
What happened to them?
Then she never took them off.
Oh.
It wasn't like that in the movies. I also inherited all of my sister boyfriends, Albert and Clarence, but they all disappeared, afraid they might get stuck for expenses, I guess. But now they turn up again, all of them like a bunch of bad pennies. They take me out at night to parties and dances and all the railroad affairs. Looky here.
What?
I can twirl.
Frank Waters said that?
What?
You know,
Know what?
you took him inside and danced for him with your clothes off.
Oh, Crazy Doll hair needs washing, but I'm afraid to wash it though because her head might come unglued. But she had that compound fracture on her skull and she's been doing and saying the most outrageous things.
Why don't you do that for me?
What, put glue on your compound fracture?
No, what you did for Frank Waters.
Because I was lonesome then, and now I'm not lonesome now. You can tell Frank Waters that. Tell him I've inherited all my sister boyfriends. I go out with men in responsible jobs. The sky sure is white. White as a clean piece of paper. In 5A, Miss Preston will give you a piece of scrap and tell you to draw as you please.
What did you draw?
One time I remember I drew a picture of my old man getting conked in the head by a bottle. Miss Preston, she liked it. She said, here's the picture of Charlie Chaplin with the hat on the side of his head. I said, oh no, that's not Charlie Chaplin, that's my father. And that's not a hat, it's a bottle.
What did she say?
Oh well, you can't make a school teacher laugh. The principal said there must have been something wrong with my home atmosphere for the fact that we took in railroad men and some of them slept with my sister.
Did they?
She was the main attraction. The house sure is empty now.
You ain't still living there?
Sure.
By yourself?
Yeah, I'm not supposed to, but I am. The property is condemned, but there's nothing wrong with it. Some county investigator came snooping around yesterday. I recognized her by the shape of her hat. It wasn't exactly what I would call stylish.
No.
It looked like something she took the lid off a stove. Alba knew a lot about fashion. She had ambitious to be a designer for their wholesale friends in Chicago. She used to send her word, but it never worked out.
What did you do about the investigator?
Laid low upstairs, pretended like no one was home.
How do you manage to keep on eating?
I don't know. You see things lying around. The banana perfectly good, for instance. Some are two in the garbage pit at the back of Bluebird Cafe.
Miss Preston, for instance.
No, not her. She used to give you a piece of scrap and tell you to draw as you please. One time I drew a picture of... Oh, I already told you that, huh? Will you give Frank Waters a message?
Yeah?
Tell him the flight superintendent bought me a pair of kid slippers. Patent. They're the same as old ones of Alba's. I go out with them to the Moonlight Casino. All night I'll be dancing and come home drunk in the morning. And they'll have serenades playing with all kinds of music instruments. Trumpets and trombones and Hawaiian steel guitar. Everything will be white like this.
Will it?
Uh-huh. White is a clean piece of paper. I'll draw pictures on it.
Will you?
Uh-huh.
Pictures of what?
Me dancing with the flight superintendent. standing in a pair of kid slippers with French heels on them as high as a telegraph pole, and they'll play my favorite music.
What's your favorite?
The same as Alva's. You're the only star in my blue heaven, and you're shining just for me.
What?
I'll wear a corsage.
What's a corsage?
The flower to pin on your dress, the formal affair. Rosebuds, lilies, and violets of the valley. When you come home, it's withered. So you have to stick them in a bowl to freshen them up. Alva used to dance that, the Cannibal Express.
You think too much about Alva, don't you?
Oh, no, not so much. Just now and then. It wasn't like that in the movies. All of her boyfriends disappeared, and she didn't have violins playing. I'm going back now.
Where to, Willie?
The water tent, and I'll start all over again. Maybe I'll bring some kind of continuous record. Alva did once at the Dance Mobile across the state line, Alabama. You can tell Frank Waters everything I told you. Tell him I don't have time for inexperienced people. I go out with men in responsible jobs. I'm going to live for a long, long time, just like my sister did. And when my lungs get affected, I'm going to die just like she did. Maybe not like in the movies with violins playing, but with my pearl earrings on and my solid gold beads from Memphis. I'm going back now.
So long?
Yeah, so long. That's the end.
Mr. Gavin? In this, so you said they can only see half of it but not the full body, so can you just
We don't need this tie for the second part.
Good night! मेरे पाँव तो बारी नहीं जा रहे खड़े खड़े मेरे पाँव दुखे ऊपर से
मुझे देख मुझे हंसी आ रही है
साली मेरी शक्ल देख के डर रही
Okay. Okay. Now, we're going to go to black again and then come up. Going to black is the same as the curtain dropping. We don't have a curtain. A lot of theaters don't have those anymore. But going to black means the curtain is down. And then when the lights come up, that means it's up. And that means the play is going to start. So when the lights go down, we want silence, because the play is going to start. The lights going down doesn't mean, oh, you get to talk. No. It's the time to be silent and respectful because the play is about to begin. Okay.
Who are you?
Don't talk to me. Here, hold my crazy doll, will you?
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt her when I fall. And I don't think I can stay on much longer, do you?
Nah.
I'm practically off right now. Don't touch. It's no fair helping. You gotta do it all by yourself. You see, I started from the water tank way back yonder.
Yeah.
And this will be the furthest I've ever gone without falling off once. Well, that's if I could manage to hold on to that phone pole over there. Whoa.
Did you hurt yourself?
I scraped my knee a little.
Spit on it to take the sting away.
I know, but I'm glad I didn't wear my silk stockings.
That's an animal medicine. They always lick their wounds.
Yeah, well, the principal damage was done to my bracelet. I guess I knocked one of the diamonds out.
You might never find it.
I don't know. Had a light shine to
But
me.
it wasn't a genuine diamond.
How would you know?
Just imagine, if you had a real diamond, you wouldn't be walking in this railroad track with a piece of banana, a wooden banana, and a bent up dog.
I wouldn't be so sure, you know. I could be peculiar or something. What's your name?
Tom,
Mine's Willie. We both have boys' names.
how did that happen?
I was expected to be a boy, but I wasn't. You see, they already had a girl. Her name was Elva, and she was my sister. Why aren't you in school?
I thought it was going to be windy, so I could take a fresh air.
What made you think that? It's winter.
Because it's not snowing today.
Is that a sign?
Yeah,
I know, right? Everything looks like it's been swept away with the broom, don't it? Perfectly white, like a clean piece of paper. But there isn't any wind.
Now,
It's way, way up in the attic, sweeping the dust off the old furniture. Too high for us to feel.
Why aren't you in school today?
I quit 2 years ago, this winter.
Which grade was you in?
5A.
Miss Preston?
Yep. She used to think my hands were dirty until I explained to her it was the cinders from the railroad track.
She was pretty strict.
No, she's just disappointed. The poor thing probably never had the opportunity to get it. So she stuck teaching 5A for the rest of her natural life. You see, they started teaching algebra, and I didn't even goddamn understand for it. So I quit.
You know you won't get an education walking in this railroad track.
You won't get one either. Flying a kite. Besides,
What?
what a girl needs to get along is social training. And I learned that from my sister Elva. She had a wonderful popularity with the railroad men.
Train engineers?
Train engineers, conductors, firemen, even a freight superintendent. We ran a boarding house for railroad men. She, I guess, is what you might call the main attraction. Beautiful? Gee, she looked like a movie star.
Your sister?
Yeah. Well, one of them used to bring her a great big red-shaped silk box with assorted chocolates, candies, and nuts. Marvelous?
Yeah.
Do you know where Elva is now?
Memphis.
Mm-mm.
St. Louis.
You'll never know.
Missouri.
Nah.
Where is she then?
The bone orchard.
What?
The bone orchard, cemetery, graveyard. I mean, don't you speak any English?
Sure. That's pretty tough.
You don't know half of it, buddy. We used to have some good old time in that big yellow house.
I bet you did.
Musical instruments, all the time.
Which kind of instruments?
The piano, the vitrola, the Hawaiian string guitar. I mean, everyone played on something. But it's awful quiet now. You don't hear a sound from there, do you?
Nah, is it empty?
Yeah, except for me. They got a big sign stuck up there.
What does it say?
This property is condemned.
You ain't still living there, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not supposed to be, but I am.
What happened? Where did everyone go?
Mama ran away with the brakeman on seeing that. After that, everything went to pieces. Do you hear that sound? That's the Cannonball Express. The fastest thing on wheels between St. Louis, New Orleans, and Memphis. My old man got to drinking.
Where is he now?
Disappeared. I guess I ought to report him to the Bureau of Missing Persons. You know, the same as he did with Mama when she disappeared. And then there was me and Elva, until Elva's lungs got infected. Did you see Greta Garbiel at Camille? It played at the Delta Brilliant one last spring. She had the same as what Elva died of, lung infection.
Yeah.
Only, it was beautiful the way she had it. Loads of white flowers and all her lovers come back to a beautiful scene.
Yeah.
But all of Elvis disappeared. she'd say, "Where's Albert? Where's Clarence?" I'd tell her, "They send their regards and they're coming to see you tomorrow." And then she'd say, "Where's Clarence? He was the freight superintendent, the most important character in our rooming house." "He's been transferred to Granada," I tell her, but wishes to be remembered. She knew I was lying.
She did?
"They all run out on me," she says, "like a bunch of bad men." But then there was Sydney.
Who's Sydney?
You know, the one that used to bring her that great big red-shaped hard silk box of assorted chocolate candies and hard nuts.
Oh,
He remained faithful.
that's good.
But she never did care much for Sydney. She said, his teeth decayed, so he didn't smell good.
Oh, for God's sake.
The house sure is empty now. You know, when someone dies, they play the violin.
Panaklava?
No, not even a goddamn Vitrola. They said it was against the hospital regulations. Always singing around the house,
Kulava?
throwing enormous parties. This was her favorite line. "You're the only star in the blue heaven, and you're shining just for me." This here I got on is her clothes inherited from her. Everything of Elvis is mine, except for solid gold beads.
Where are they?
She never took them off.
Oh.
Crazy doll's hair needs washing. But I'm afraid to wash it though. Her head might come unglued, you know, where she had the compound fracture to the skull.
Why don't you do that for me?
Do what?
What you did for Frank Waters?
What did I do for Frank Waters?
You know, you took him inside, danced for him with your clothes off.
Oh, I think some of her brains ought to spilled out. She's been saying and doing the most outrageous things ever since.
Yeah?
You can tell Frank Waters that I go out with steady men and responsible jobs.
Yeah?
House sure is empty now.
It is empty.
I'm still living there.
By yourself?
I'm not supposed to be, but I am. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the place, but the property is condemned.
Okay, bow. Can we have the actors sit here on the edge? Can we have the actors sit on the edge of the stage? Carla and Kushma, please. Okay. And DQ?